आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक् प्राणश्चक्षु श्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि
Mahopanisad, chapter 6, verse 11. The Jnani, whose mind is absorbed in the Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa, that Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone, free from the superimposed Nama Rupa Atmaka Jagat. When he comes out of that, everywhere for him nothing is but Chaitanya only. He is able to appreciate that. He is able to comprehend Chaitanya everywhere. Even if the Nama Rupa Jagat appears to be there, so his mind is focused or directed towards the Chaitanya, which is the Adhisthana of entire Jagat. The same thing, this description continues. Read 11.
न तदस्ति न यत्राहं न तदस्ति न तन्मयं किमन्यदभिवाञ्छामि सर्वं सच्चिन्मयं ततम्
Tad na asti yatra aham na. Tad na asti, add yat tanmayam na. Add yat tanmayam na. Khalu idam samastam brahma. Idam sarvam atma atatam. Tad na asti. There is not an entity yatra wherein aham na. There is nothing where I am not there. Which I now? This is not the bodily ahankara I. Chaitanya Swarupa. Chit and Chit alone. Chinmatratva is not there. Na tadasti. Again. Tad na asti yat tanmayam na. There is nothing which is not pervaded by that, which is saturated by that. Means I am everywhere, which I Chaitanya. Everything is imbued, permeated by this Chaitanya, me only. Now the question is, hitherto, this Jnani in the state of ignorance, what was he desiring? Vishayas. When you say Vishayas, sense objects, they are distinct from the one who desires for them. I desire something other than myself. There is no question of desiring myself only. Because I am ever accomplished. I never lose myself. So therefore, something other than me, which I think will give me happiness, which I think will make me contented, that I desire for. It's a universal, that means the finding. I say, everywhere it is me, Chaitanya only. Everything in and through is nothing but Chaitanya only. Kim anyad abhivanchami? Vanchami? What is that other than me which I can desire for? Nothing. Nothing that I can desire for. I alone is everything. Why you can't desire for? Reason is Sarvam Satchinmayam Tatam. Everything is Vyaptam. Tatam means Vyaptam. By what? Sarvam Satchinmayam. By Sat Swarupa, Chit Swarupa, Chaitanya, Atma only, everything is pervaded. There is nothing else that I can desire. And again, maybe nothing else, but you will be now frustrated. Earlier, at least you were desiring some sense of joy and a little some joy used to get. Now, there's nothing else, and you are without ananda. No. Myself is Paramananda. That Satchit itself is Paramananda. There's no question of me being deprived of ananda. No. I need not run after the Vishayas. I myself is Paramananda Sarupa, totally free from even the least trace of sorrow. That is what I was aspiring for all along. So that was the case. Unidaga, give up your delusion. Continue.
Samastam khalvidam brahma sarvamatmedamatatam ahamanya idam chanyat iti bhrantim tyajanagha.
Khalu idam samastam brahma sarvam atma idam atatam anagha, last word, anagha aham anyaha idam cha anyat iti bhrantim tyaja. Aham anyaha idam cha anyat iti bhrantim tyaja. Khalu, indeed, I have no doubt about it. How you have no doubt? I have experienced that. I have verified it. And therefore, I am telling you based on my personal experience, not borrowed from Shastra, not borrowed from Guru. Of course, with their help only, I could arrive at this. But now it is my personal experience. This is what I am aware of. I have discovered myself. What is that? Idam samastam Brahma. This entire cosmos is nothing but Brahma only. Again, idam sarvam atma atata. You mean if say this entire jagat is Brahma only, maybe everything is Brahma, I am myself. Means that Brahma may be something different from me. No. That itself is Atma, myself. So idam sarvam atma atatam. Is everything Brahma? Is everything is nothing but all pervasive Atma means Atma, myself is Brahma Sarupa. So that means the case. Oh, Nidaga, Anagha, sinless one. Aham anyaha. I am different from all these. Idam cha anya. This is different from me. Iti bhrantim tyaja. This erroneous notion you give up. If you take to this, you are focusing your attention on the Nama Rupa and you are discarding Satchit Ananda base, Asti Bhati Priyam. The Satchit Ananda, the basis, you are discarding and you are focusing your attention on the appearance, a seeming appearance of Nama and Rupa. So that being the case, is Bhrantim Teja. Still a doubt may come. What is it? That is fine. But everything is Brahma. But I will be haunted by sorrows, etc. What can I do? No, no. There cannot be trace of sorrow, etc. Continue.
तते ब्रह्मघने नित्ये संभवन्ति न कल्पिताः न शोकोऽस्ति न मोहोऽस्ति न जरास्ति न जन्म वा
तते ब्रह्म घने नित्ये कल्पिताः न संभवन्ति शोकः नास्ति मोहः नास्ति जरा नास्ति वा जन्म नास्ति तते ब्रह्मघने तते विस्तृते all pervasive Brahmagane, which is nothing but Brahma and Brahma alone. Ghana means dense, means which is nothing but Brahma and Brahma alone. Ghana means cloud also, but here dense. In this all pervasive Brahma and Brahma alone, and which is Nitya, ever existing principle. These can never be there. What are they? Kalpitaha na sambhavanti. All falsely projected entities can never be there. What are those? For a sample, he is given me entire samsara, which is falsely projected, can never be there in me, which is Brahma, all pervasive in nature. What all cannot be there? Shokaha nasti. There is no sorrow. There is no sorrow. Manasastapaha, that anguish and affliction of the mind, not there. Mohaha nasti. Viveka bhava, lack of discrimination, delusion is not there at all. Jara nasti. Old age is not there. See, if the drawbacks of our empirical existence called samsara is being described, one of the item is old age. Old age is the most miserable condition. Of course, most there are even childhood also so. Old age. Angam galitam palitam mundam vidashanavinam jatam tundam vruddho yati grihitva dandam tadapina munchati asha pindam. Angam galitam, the body is worn out. Palitam mundam, hair have become grey. Dashana vihinam jatam tundam, the mouth has become free, without a teeth. Vruddho yati grihitva dandam, this old man is what? Walking with a stick. Tadapina munchati asha pindam, and yet desires never leave. He is in a more miserable condition. Earlier, he was in the capacity, he had somewhat capacity to fulfill the desire, or at least to put forth the effort to get the desire fulfilled. No, that is not possible. He is dependent on others. And all youngsters make a fun of him. See, monkey is going on, monkey is going on. Huh? Because the object already good. Or object of neglect, like an old furniture kept in the corner by the balcony. You have no heart to throw it out. At the same time, it is nuisance. That is this person is the nuisance. So it's a very old age, unless the maturity is there. One can show thumb to the world and be in one's swarupa. Otherwise, old age is very painful. Other things also, birth also is so. Death, don't ask at all. There are a few samples of the samsara. Na janmava. Rebirth is not there. Transmigration is not there. See, actually, we want to get freedom from this. But we grow up in darkness in different other places where it is not so. You know that nameplate given by Bhagavan for this world, Anityam Asukham Lokam. This loka is anitya, this loka is asukha. There is no joy at all. And exactly the same thing we expect from the world. We are bound to get despair. It's not possible. You are looking at a thing where it is not there. How is it possible? So therefore, he says, none of these, which are generally what? The sources of sorrow or the only sources of sorrow, are not there at all. Continue.
यदस्ति तदेवास्ति विज्वरो भव सर्वदा यथा प्राप्तानुभवतः सर्वत्रानभिवाञ्छनात्
Yad iha asti tadeva, add sarvatra asti sarvada vijvaraha bhava. Yatha prapta anubhavatah sarvatra anabhivanchana. Yad iha asti. Whatever that is there here. Here means where? Atma Swarupi. Whatever is in Atma. What is that? That is Atma Swarupa. Satchidananda. That's Satchidananda. That is what? See? Sarvatra, everywhere. Sarvada, all time. Vijvaraha bhava. Tadeva sarvatra asti. Whatever that is there here in the Atma Swarupa, the same Satchit Ananda is everywhere. Means there is nothing, anything else whatsoever other than Satchidananda Swarupa. Atma, which itself is Brahma, the basis, Adhisthana of entire Jagat. And therefore, Sarvada Vijvara Bhava. All the time be free from santapa, anguish, afflictions, sorrows of samsara. As leftover cells today, we are roasted in this samsara cauldron. Get freed from that. And for which what you have to do? Two things you have to do. The next two lines it is being given. Yatha prapta anubhavataha sarvatra anabhivanchana. Become like this. How? Yatha prapta anubhavataha. Whatever that has come to you unasked as per prarabdha. Anubhavata, do experience them. But sarvatra anabhivanchana, entering no desires whatsoever. Without entering any desires whatsoever, you may ask, what about the sustenance of the body? Yatha prapta anubhavata. Whatever that comes to you as per prarabdha, do take it, be happy with that. Don't desire for anything else. You desire, you are got booked. Samsara continues. Of course, that state is possible when aparoksha jnana, aparoksha anubhava, wherein I am aware of my paramanta sarupa is. Once that is accomplished, the Jagat doesn't hold any fascination for this jnani. One more tip, continue. One line.
त्यागादान परित्यागी विज्वरो भव सर्वदा.
Second, that means in this means Tyagadana Parityagi. Now we are busy with what? Get it? Give up. Tyaga, whichever is not conducive, unfavorable, sorrowful to us, give up. Either sorrowful things or means whatever it is. Adana, acquiring things which we think, we hope that will give us happiness. Both of them give up. Because it is you who has imagined all these values in the Jagat. This gives me sorrow, that gives me joy, etc. It's only your kalpana, imagination. Don't focus attention on the nama rupa where such things are possible. Go to the very basis of that, and therefore what? Which sarvada, always, vijvaraha bhava. Vijvara means be free from affliction, means be calm. Be what? Shant. Just remain in yourself, free from anxiety and concern, because you don't need anything else. As for the sustenance of the body, prarabdha will take care of it. Be happy with that. Whatever comes, you take it, then, but don't aspire, don't desire for anything else. If you do that, you are in for trouble. Now, a mumukshu gains the eligibility to gain the Atma Jnana in his last life. The last life, whereafter no rebirth. In such life, Janma, Mumukshu gets that adhikara, that capacity, that eligibility to gain the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Read one line.
यस्येदं जन्म पाश्चात्यं तमाश्वेव महामते
Continue. 2 lines.
विशन्ति विद्या विमला मुक्ता वेणुमिवोत्तमम् विरक्तमनसां सम्यक् स्वप्रसंगादुदाहृतम्
Mahamate yasya idam paschatyam janma tam ashu eva. Ashu eva means ashu eva, immediately. Ashu eva vimalaha muktaha. No, vimalaha vidyaha vishanti. Vimalaha vidyaha vishanti. How an illustration is given. Muktaha uttamam venum iva. Muktaha uttamam venum iva. Mahamate, O wise man, Nidaga, yasya idam paschatyam jan. Here paschatya don't take it as a westerner. It means also last one. The one who has this birth as the last one. Last one means what? He is bound to get Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. At that time, he is bound to be ready with all these eligibility that is required for to get that knowledge. Janma, tam, unto him, ashu eva, very soon, quickly, very soon. Ashu eva, vimalaha vidyaha vishanti. Literally, the pure knowledge enters, means he gets the means by which Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana can be gained. Vidyaha, in plurality. Many times knowledge means what? The sadhanas, the means, the eligibility to gain the Atma Jnana, Brahmana. That means Vishanti, enter means he gets. How? An illustration is given. What is that? Muktaha uttamam venum iva. Muktaha means pearls. Pearls. Generally, pearls are from where found? Ocean. They say a specific type of bamboo is also a source of pearls. So like that, uttamam venum. Venu is bamboo. That means a very specific type of, excellent type of bamboo. Is it? Uttamam venum iva. Just pearls can be found in a very exalted type of bamboo only. Like that, in this person, for who this birth is the last one, all the eligibilities, they come to him, means he becomes an eligible person. Now, this example is given in the context of a person who has got sufficient degree of vairagya. See, without vairagya, adhikaritva doesn't come. So therefore, virakta manasam, this udaharatam is there. This udaharana, this illustration of pearls being found in the best type of bamboo is given for whom? Virakta manasam. Samyak swaprasangat udaharatam. Being the one who are eligible in this such person who they were vairagyavan, all these values come and get added. And in this context, this illustration is given. Now the jnanis, how they appreciate this Atma Swarupa, how they focus their mind on the Atma Swarupa. A few samples are given, how they make their mind dwell on the Atma Swarupa. Read.
द्रष्टुर्दृश्य समायोगात् प्रत्ययानंद निश्चयः यस्तं स्वमात्मतत्त्वोत्थं निष्पन्दं समुपास्महे.
Samupasmahe, meditate upon. As if some jnani is declaring, some jnanis are there, we declare, we meditate upon. Plural is there. We meditate upon. What? On that Atma Tattva. Now let us see. Drashtuhu drishya samayoga pratyayananda nishchayaha yaha tam swatma tattvotham nishpandam samupasmahe. We means jnanis, they say, we meditate upon this. What is that? Number one. Drashtuhu drishya samayoga. Samayoga, a thorough combination of what? Drashta and drishya. Can there be any combination? The seer and the seen. The Chaitanya, the knowledge principle, and the Jagat, this is what the drishya. Only one type. What is that? Adhyasa sambandha. Drishya being superimposed on Drashta, Chaitanya, Atma. So therefore, on account of this mutual adhyasa, superimposition between Drashta, Atma, and Drishya, Anatma. And by inquiry, yaha pratyayananda nishchaya. This ascertainment. What is pratyayan nishchaya? See, the drashta in each pratyaya. Pratyaya is antakana vritti. The sakshi is the drashta, Chaitanya. Saksha, drishya. And truth is sakshi, whereas drishya, saksha is mithya. By this ascertainment, with respect to each and every pratyaya, the antakarana vrittis. Yaha nishchayaha. What is the nishchayaha? That is Swatma Tattvotham. Swatma Tattvotham means in that in Nishchaya, that Sakshi is nothing but Vijnanam Anandam Brahma. Vijnanam, Chaitanya Sarupa, itself Ananda, itself is Brahma. That Nishchaya, as a result of that, Swam Atma Tattvotham, oneself, which is now revealed as my Swarupa. This Vijnanam Ananda Brahma, the Sakshi in all the Antakarvrittis is what? Is my Swarupa. Uttam. And itself is what? Nishpandam. Achalam. Changeless. Is the Nishpandam. Achalam. Samupasmahe. We meditate upon. Means this is how, with respect to Antakarana Vrittis, by Drikdrisha Viveka, focusing the attention Sakshi, which is Vijnanam Anandam Brahma, Brahma Swarupa only. So therefore what? And that is my Swarupa. Thus we meditate upon. Continue.
Drashtrudarshana Drushani Tyaktva Vasanaya Saha Darshana Pratyayabhasam Atmanam Samupasmahe.
Samupasmahe, we meditate upon. Drashtru darshana drishyani vasanaya saha tyaktva. Darshana pratamabhasam atmanam samupasmahe. Tyaktva, having given up. With what? Vasanaya saha, with desires and all the pura samskaras. What tyaktva? Drashtru darshana drishyani. Triputi. Drashta. Here drashta, no one, not sakshi. Darshana, knowledge. Drishya, known entity. So this darshana, drishtana, tyaktva. Because all these are antakarana vrittis dependent on Sakshi Chaitanya Atma. These triputis come and go, Sakshi is always there. So therefore, along with desires, having given this Drishani, Darshana Prathabhabhasam Atmanam Samam. So, Darshana Prasamabhasam, that which manifests at the beginning of Darshana, here is perception or any knowledge experience, which manifests because of which only Darshana is possible. What is that? Chaitanya. Darshana Pratabhasam, and itself is what? Atmanam. And what Atmanam? Pratyagatma. Identical with Paramatma. Samupasma. That Atma, which is the first and foremost in our all perceptions and experience, without which no perception, no experience is ever possible. So that one is what? Is really the Pratyagatma Sarupa, and it is identical with Paramatma Sarupa. That Atma, which is Paramatma, we meditate upon. Continue.
Dvayormadhyagatam nityam asti nastiti pakshayoh prakashanam prakashanam atmanam samupasmahe.
Asti nasti iti pakshayo. द्वयोः नित्यं मध्यगतम् प्रकाशानां प्रकाशनम् आत्मानं समुपास्महे. We meditate on Atma, which is like this. Na asti nasiti pakshayoho dvayoho madhyagatam nityam. That entity, that principle, which always abides in both these cases, in the existence of something, in the non-existence of something. This is here. Such and such thing is not here. In both these cognitions, whatever one common entity denominator that is there, that is Atma that we meditate upon. Come on, tell me, what is it? Pot is there, pot is not there. We've got two cognitions. One about the existence of the pot, other about the non-existence of the pot. Differ. Here pot is there, pot is not there. But one common denominator factor is there in both. Come on, what is that? When you say pot is there is antakarana vritti which exhibits you the existence of the pot. That is it. When you say pot is not there, anupalabdhi, absence of a thing, such as antakarana vritti is not there. Both are not same. One is present, other is absent. And the common denominator is the Chaitanya which makes you know the existence of the pot, this is pot. The Chaitanya which makes you know here pot is not there. Both these type of vrittis are made known by which one Chaitanya, that is yours, Atma Sarupa, that is what we meditate upon. Nitya asti nasti iti pakshayo. In both these cases, something is there, something is not there. Dvayoho madhyagatam, nityam madhyagatam, which always abides in these. That nityam, madhyagatam, nityam, and it is, and do you know what is it? Prakashanam prakashanam. It is the principle which illumines, which makes known all luminaries. You are aware of this? Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvavidam vibhati. You are familiar with this Shruti quotation phrase? Because that Chaitanya is there, sun, moon, etc., fire, all luminaries what illumine. Tasya bhasa sarvavidam. Because of that existence and knowledge principle, all luminaries what shine. So that is what? That Atma itself, samupasmaye. Now, for a beginner, his mind is where preoccupied in the Anatma. How to give that up? Some methods are shown. Means what is really after that is being shown. Read.
Santyajya rudguheshanam devamanyam prayanti ye tiratnamabhimanchanti tyaktahastastha kaustubaha.
Ye rudguheshanam santyajya anyam devam prayanti te त्यक्त हस्तस्थ कौस्तुभा रत्नम इव अभिवांचन्ति. Ratnam abhivanchanti iva. Ratnam abhivanchanti iva. These are such wise people. They think themselves to be great. What is people? Ye Rid Guheshanam Santejya. Having neglected, having discarded, having paid no attention to whom? Rid Guheshanam, the Ishana, the master, the overlord of Hridaya Guha. Hridaya Guha is Buddhi Guha, Antakarna. Who is the master overlord there? That which enlivens it. Paramatma Swarupa, Chaitanya Swarupa, Paramatma Swarupa. Santejya, look here. The Chaitanya abiding in your Antakarna, is it something already accomplished or that is needs to be accomplished? Is it something already with you or you have to procure it? It's already with you. In fact, it is you only. Discard it. What you have, the topmost, discard it. And what they do? Anyam Devam Prayanti. They seek other god, deities different from themselves. The overlord of entire cosmos, who is abiding in your Hridayantakarana, having discarded that, these people run after some other deity, some other devatas, say having such and power, etc. according to them. So, pratyaya, prayanti, they go. You know their plight is what? Hey, these people are like wise like this person. Tyakta hastasta kaustubha. They happen, let us say, they happen to go to Vaikuntha. Supposition, okay? And they got an audience with Vishnu. Hey, from where you have come? From where? Such and such place. From India, Bombay, where Andheri. I have come. Acha, you have come. And he conversed with you. And Vishnu was very happy with you. He said, Vishnu is wearing Kaustuba, a jewel, which was given to him, which had come into this thing while Amruta Mantana. The one of the item, Kaustuba Mani, which Vishnu is wearing. Precious. Kohinoor jewel is nothing. Precious. And he was so happy with you, he gave you. And this person, what is that? He got it, threw it. And what is it? Ratnam abhivanchanti. And he is after some jewel or some diamond. Kaustuba, you had got it, it was in your this thing, instead of keeping with you, you throw it and run after some diamond or jewel. How wise you are. Like that. the Paramananda Swarupa, who is the master of this Hridaya, abides there only. You neglect, you discard, you are not aware of the existence also, leave alone being aware of it. So, like other saying is there, no? Pindam usraja karam lady. At least there is something to lick. Here there is nothing to lick. Because he has already given nothing, other diamond he has not got. Usubaha means is a hint to an ajnani, look how foolish you are. What you want in life. The Nitya Ananda, totally free from sorrow, is your Hrid Guhesha, the master abiding in your Hridaya Guha. That Chaitanya Paramatma, not taking the cognition of that, discarding him, running after the world to get some tinsels of joy, is as good as the Kaustuba money which you have got in your hand, throw it and run after some other jewel or diamond, etc. So therefore, oh man, know your position. What you seek is not just with is with you. It is you only. But that I, that is you, you have misplaced. You have misplaced it in the anatma, body, mind, intellect. They cannot be you. Of course, now this is not a place I already explained. We have since how etc. So discover your swarupa. So that you will. So that means running after Vishayas, discarding the Paraman Swarupa me is useless. That is true. After you explain, it appears to be correct. But this mind is so habituated to run after the Vishayas. It always thinks of that only. What can I do? Am I not helpless? Well, if you are helpless, do this. Read.
उत्थितानुत्थितानेतान् इन्द्रियारीन् पुनः पुनः अन्याद्विवेकदण्डेन वज्रेणेव हरिर्गिरीन्
Etan uthitan indriyarin punaha viveka dandena anyat harihi girin vajrena iva. These etan, what are those? Indriyarin. These indriyas, senses, which are in the form of enemies, Hari, because they rob you of your Paramanda Swarupa. Are they not enemies? The one who takes away your wealth, certainly enemy, thief or robber or enemy. So therefore, these senses, which are in the form of these enemies, which are in the form of senses, uthitan, as and when they rise up means as and when they become active, they pursue the sense object. What do you do? Punaha, then and there, repeatedly. What should be done? Viveka dandena hanya. Hammer it, strike it by the stick of Viveka. Means as and when the senses run after the sense object, apply your Viveka. Atmanat Viveka. Is it worth pursuing? Will they give me what I want? So, based on Shastra, apply the Viveka. And then what? Subdue them. Don't allow the Indriyas to go to sense objects. By the whip, by the stick of Viveka. What Viveka? Even Muhu Vishaya Dosha Darshana. Repeatedly see for yourself the defects of sense object Vishaya, for which an illustration is given. Harihi Girin Vajrena Iva. This word Hari has got many meanings. Hari according to Vishnu. One thing. Hari also is name for Indra. Hari also means monkey. Narada once got trapped. He wanted to marry someone. Some gadwad happened. And he, because that no, olden days, Rajakanya, this choosing a bridegroom after seeing all. So he wanted to look very beautiful. Now, who can make him beautiful? Vishnu. He went to Vishnu and pleaded, Bhagavan, please give me the form of Hari. Hari means Vishnu, so beautiful. He made a mistake. He asked Hari. Hari also means monkey. He became like monkey, most ugly. And when he sat there, everyone is looking at him. No mirror, those days mirrors were not there. Of course, the big story that one of the cause for Vishnu to become that this gets separated from Sita, etc. One of the causes. Okay, take it. So Hari, monkey. Now Hari here is Indra. The mythologically it is said that these mountains had wings. Think of it. And they used to fly and go and sit somewhere. What will happen? If Himalaya mountain comes and sits on the Bombay, what will happen? So there's such a great terror. So it is Indra, but by thunderbolt, clipped off their wings and made them be at one place only. These are mythological stories are, but that is taken here. Just as the Indra made the mountains stay at one place, not run or fly off. Like that, you may incapacitate the senses from running after the sense object. We'll continue. Om.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ।